And hello, and welcome into some Rising Heat. This is a demo that's available on Steam if you want to check it out for yourself. You can also click on the link in the description to get to the Steam page and wishlist it if you want to support the devs without any extra hassle. This game is pretty great. I like it a lot. It's a movement-based horde shooter with different pilots that we can unlock. We've got different ships as well, and it's pretty darn nice. Over here we've got Kai, who starts with, who basically has the cybernetic passive ability, which when entering a shop reduces the cost of one of your locked hacks by 1 charge, which is pretty good. We've got different ships. We're just going to start with the Hive Shield over here, which start like the Wasp over here has the Hive Shield, starts with a shield which negates damage once, and every 3 levels we restore the shield. Fantastic. Let's just do that for now. We're going to go into normal difficulty, which includes the final boss and has a bunch of extra enemies and whatnot that we have to deal with. Let's just go for it. And this game is pretty fun. As I mentioned, it is movement-based, so a lot of things we do are affected by that. So we can dash onto enemies and kill them in the process. We can also shoot them. That enemy right there was glowing, meaning that it explodes on death. And that white circle right there is essentially, you know, shows that we're able to dash at it without taking any damage. We can dash a bunch of times if we want to with either shift or right mouse button, as I can do right there. We can also parry things. And again, those glowing enemies, they will explode on death. Let's take care of this enemy. If we move backwards, we will move a lot slower. So that's something to bear in mind. There we go. We just took some damage, but we didn't actually take damage. Our health is down here in the bottom left corner. I have to be a bit aware of that. Level up. Reload is increased, like the reload speed is increased and the max clip size is decreased. So what we can do in this shop is essentially take these hacks and equip them. You know, it will consume charges. Right here we get more projectile damage as well. And then we can also reroll once for free, and then afterwards it going to cost 2 or more. Besides that, we can lock projectiles. We can lock stuff over here, like this one over here. We can also spend charges to reroll specific hacks, like this one, which will give us luck. Luck influencing the rarity of the things we see. Down here, we can also look at all the stats and see the explanations for them, like max clip, shots fired before reload. Fantastic. Right here, you can also see that we've got this bar right here. We can have 5 hacks in here that are active, and there's 3 relics that we can have that are active. And over here, we've got inactive slots, so we can move stuff over here that will not be active. So right here, you can see that our projectile damage right now is 23. If we move this over, we can see that it is increased by 5, resulting in 23 base, you know, the first number, plus 5, which is the modifier, and then 28. That's like the maximum final amount damage per hit. Physical damage affects tackle damage. Very, very good. And the reason why I used all my charges here is that for every shop, you don't actually keep the charges. What you can do, like when you have some left over and move on to the next fight and level up again, you won't get those that you saved. You know, you don't save anything. So you'll have to use it strategically, so you can re-roll one singular one for 1, or you can lock them, etc., etc. What you can also do is you can upgrade some of the... This one over here is, for instance, not upgradable, but there are some that are upgradable. You can do that, and it will increase their scaling. You can also integrate them, which means that they, even if they're in inactive slots, the hacks will still be active, which is pretty darn cool. You can also sell them, which is a valid strategy. Sometimes when you have some charges left over and there's a stat you don't really care about, you can just take it and put it into the inactive slot or something, and then later sell it for econ at a reduced value, though. We'll continue onwards. And as you can see, we can also parry. But for that, we'll need momentum and we'll need to face in the direction of a projectile. And parried projectiles will essentially launch themselves back with full force, resulting in the projectiles flying back at increased force, eventually even, like, you know, destroying anything that is in the path. This is a big enemy. And because it was glowing, it will explode. And deal damage to other projectiles, to other enemies in the area. Sorry. I keep misspeaking. And what we can do is, if we do 3 hits, 3 dashes in succession, we'll do a very big one. These guys over here have a bit of a chain blade on them, so even if we were to, you know, even if we were to dash at them, we wouldn't actually hurt them. And also, we would hurt ourselves. We can't get outside of the circle. The circle will change in size depending on how late we go into the run. Let's try and get that level up. These guys are trying to escape, I believe. And I don't like that, so I'm just gonna go after it. This one got reduced in what's it called? This one got reduced in thingamajig in cost because of our passive perks. I'm just gonna take that real quick and also reroll one. Some of these have abilities. So over here, this one is a drone that will inherit 75% of our projectile damage, 50% of our fire rate, and 50% of our reload rate. Besides that, there's also overload over here, which will give us tackle, penetration, and physical damage. And on tackle, add 1 shot to your clip. You can overload your clip up to 2 times its capacity. Or super strike, which on super tackle kill gives us 25% physical damage that is dealt to surrounding enemies within a 50-meter radius. I'm very quickly, however, gonna reload over here and see if we can get something else. There's some luck that is very good to have. You know, we'll increase the sharp rarity. And besides that, we can also go ahead and just roll once more. 5 luck, 5 luck. Honestly, I'll just keep this one around. There we go. That was a super tackle. So if we move around a lot, we can do those. But it's a bit risky, obviously, because you're dashing straight into all these enemies. And you might end up hurting yourself. Bum, bum, bum. Take care of that one. Taking a bunch of hits here, but it should be fine. Reload rate and fire rate is increased. It's essentially the same as the other one. So, ooh, on projectile hit, increases projectiles crit chance by 10%. Very, very good. Also upgradable. I would take that. I'll also grab this real quick. And what we can do is we can go over here and fuse this enhanced tuning one with this enhanced tuning one. You cannot fuse 2 of the same hack. Never mind. I cannot do that, I guess. So what I will do is probably add the hollow point instead. It's going to cost nothing for now. It's just going to add the stats together. to reduce its rarity as well. And the 3-leaf clovers over here will increase our luck in the shop. This gladiator over here on tackle, fire 3 projectiles out in a circle around you. They have a 50% extra range, and they deal additional damage based on our physical damage. Over here, we've also got fire rate, less accuracy, and more max clip size. Besides that, though, you know, I don't think I need that necessarily, but I could take it, definitely. Yeah, let's go for now. And it's been 3 levels, so we gain our shield back. I got hit. Unfortunate. We want to take care of this purple guy because I have no idea what he does, and I'm scared. We're getting hit a few times too often. We've got 20 health only. We want to take care of some big enemies because they will drop health with 1 HP and a dream. There we go. Reflect that back to sender, and we somehow survived. We gained +1 charge as well. On projectile hit, that is amazing. What I could do is, I'll try and fuse these two. Also buy that. Ooh, it turned into a synergy because we got less max clip and more reload rate, and this one has more reload rate and fire rate, and they turned into a synergy one. It's a unique, so only one of these hacks may exist at a time, but also I believe a chance for that to happen will essentially, because we've got a lot of luck, I believe that influences it as well. So this one has 30% less maximum clip, but more fire rate and reload rate. On reload, deal 10% of your projectile damage to nearby enemies. Range increases on level up. Let's go for now. We can upgrade this one as well for 4 if we want to. In fact, I will sell this and then upgrade it. And that will make it so it will deal 20% of our projectile damage to nearby enemies. And the stats seem to be the same. But our magazine size is 7. No, it's 5 actually. Oh no. So now we want to get as much projectile damage as possible. Also, some health, perhaps? I don't know, could be very good to get some health. Ooh. Alrighty. Cooking. And those are thunderstorms and an environmental effect that will deal damage in areas. Various areas. And we died. No, what we were so... We're doing good, you know. It's just the way it is, sadly. We can return for now. It's hard. Like, I've so far only beaten, like, the easy mode. What we could do is, instead of going for cybernetic here, we could also just go with paid in blood, which when active, blood payment reduces healing by 50%, but experience drops are worth 30% more. Alternatively, we could also just go with deep blow, which starts with a powerful companion that pilots a drone. And then over here we've got, for every second gone without killing, without tackle killing. Honestly, Hive Shield is just better in terms of stats overall. We'll start the difficulty. Normal game. And that right there is our drone. We've beat it. Let's try to not use up any of these healing packs, because in easy difficulty, I believe enemies are killed much easier, obviously. But also, I believe there's more experience drops and everything. And we were just severely lacking in scaling and everything, because I was too focused on showcasing the cool things you can do with tackles. Maybe we can get a very fast shooty build, you know, as well later. But more than anything, I want something that scales well. Like, I've done tackle builds before, and they go pretty hard. They do go pretty hard. We want to keep moving in a forward direction as much as possible. Projectile damage, less mobility. Oh, I don't like any of these. On reload, fire projectiles deal in a circle around you that deal 50% of max clip size as damage. I feel like that's pretty good. Besides that, though, we could also go with accuracy. I think I'll just take it, and you can sell it later if we want to. Max clip is increased. Projectile size is increased. Projectile speed is decreased, though. It's going to decrease our range a little bit. It says in a circle around us, but what it means is, like, it spreads around us. Here we go, parry that. We can also literally do this. Just dash around a bunch. But yeah, we run into risks with that. Let's go take the big shot one. Reroll here. Projectile damage, less max clip size. Jerry-rigged sounds nice here. I'll get the less is more. And this would be nice as well. Actually. We don't have any more charges left. There we go. And as you can see, previously it took us quite a while to actually get to the thunderstorms. They're random, though, so, you know, there's that. And they deal damage to enemies as well, might even kill them in the process. And we see our ammunition at the crosshair, but also down here at the bottom. That was close. We just... On death, come back. Ooh. Oh, we've only got 6 charges, though. Would be alright. I'll take it. It buys us time, essentially. Because we might just die at some point, you know? Mobility, this one's alright. It doesn't make us stronger right now, but typically in roguelikes, it's the beginning sections that really make or break a run, you know? It's all about getting like strong early on and eventually being able to snowball, you know? So if you can't get too strong, you'll die. So having an early revive means that early on, like, you've got a safety net, you know? Something that can help you get to the point where you can make or break a run. We saw it earlier as well, where we had theoretically something that gives us a lot of strength, but ended up dying immediately afterwards, which is rough. I'm going to take the haggle, which gives us 10 luck, but also when entering a shop reduces the cost of one of the shop's hacks by 1 charge. Very, very useful. Love that a lot. This, the extended clip, actually really good because it works on reload, you know, is obviously gonna increase the... It's gonna take us a while to get through the clip, don't get me wrong, but it's also gonna deal more damage, because the projectiles scale with our projectile damage, which is 31 right now, but the number of projectiles scales with our max clip size. Now, it is worth noting that we might wanna not go for that, you know, but I'm not sure yet. Let's for now roll and see. Okay, we got our shield back too. I'm just gonna use my healing here. I'm just gonna keep shooting. And on-tackle builds are pretty fun. But more than anything, I want the drone to scale so that it does a lot of damage. There we go. Take care of those. Couldn't get there in time. You know, being able to deflect stuff is really nice for damage because it also will deal damage to anything in the path of a projectile that you are deflecting. Our range kind of sucks at the moment still. Took a hit there, but it's fine, I think. We've got extra luck here, and it also has... It's a down payment. Reroll one of the shop's hacks into one of a higher rarity. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna grab it, and I will fuse it with the other one. Because I want the when entering shop effect down here, you know? Yes. Fantastic. So we got 10 luck twice, which is fantastic. Our luck is increased a lot. Influences the rarity of things. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna re-roll this one. And then set the value of this hack to 1. Then add 1 for every 10 tackle kills since you last leveled up. Oh. I think I'll take this for now. Projectile damage, less reload, less fire rate, more projectile range there. Reload rate, less max clip. I like this one, and I want to get the thing that I got last time. Scope might also be interesting though. I'm gonna reroll once and see if we can get something like this. No, projectile speed influences our range, I believe, as well. Projectile speed, bullet goes zoom. Nope, not sure if it does actually, but it's fine. We'll move on. So our goal is to get a lot of tackle kills and then sell that one off. And I know it's a bit risky to do that. Nice. So this one's worth 5 now. And we can sell it. Which is very, very good. On projectile shoot, there is a 25% chance to create a projectile that orbits around your ship. These have more range. I'm going to buy that for sure. Besides that though, this one, leaf clover. This one also has a lot of luck. I'll take it. And I'll grab that and see if I can fuse these into one with even more luck. Yeah, it's 15, 10, 10. That's a lot of luck. I'm not sure if we'll need it, but it's fine. This one's still our econ one, which will just sell. Accuracy doesn't matter too much, you know? Reload, the compulsive reload over here is pretty great. If we find the other one that synergizes in a different way, you know, with the reload rate and fire rate and stuff, that would be pretty darn good. But it's just a matter of luck, you know, because we can't fuse two of the same, you know, if that makes sense. That's a drone that scales very well with our projectile damage. So I want it. Besides that, though, big shot gives us max clip and projectile size, less projectile speed, though. I'm thinking of grabbing that as well. Bum 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 bum. The music reminds me a lot of Nova Drift, by the way, and I mean that in a positive way. Like, Nova Drift is such a banger game. And it's got like some aspects to it that are similar, but the way the upgrades work are very, very interesting. Obviously, a lot of people will see this and say, oh, it's not another Survivors-like, but to those people I just say, shut up. Look. It's a very interesting game because of the movement, the way the movement works, you know, but also there's so many synergies and very, very thought out systems, you know, that synergize well with each other, you know. It's a very polished game, even though this is just the demo, you know, it's a proof of concept, it's showcasing stuff. In the full release, there will be more stuff to unlock. Most likely, you know, because it would be bad if a full release had less content than the demo, obviously. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking of dying here, by the way, so that I can come back stronger, but it's fine for now. Big shot, or do we grab the thing? I think we want to buy the drone for now. Our projectile damage is, however, not great yet, you know, so I'm hoping to find more. There's another drone, which would be interesting. Projectile damage, luck, luck, luck. Big shot over here. We do have big shot already, actually. Wait. Compulsive reload and big shot. Let's try and see if we get something good. No. This one just mitigates the max clip, you know? So I'm just not gonna take that yet. What we might do, though, is... since we do get minus max clip over here, I think I might just equip this right now. The compulsive reload doesn't have to be here just yet, you know? We'll have a drone. To integrate the drone, we would need 12. So I'll just buy the piercing chance one here. And we'll continue. We'll now have another drone right there. Fantastic. Our range is a bit of a problem. Or less so our range, but more so our projectile speed, you know. Because while it doesn't influence the range, it seems that those are two separate stats. It does very much make it so that when we chase after an enemy, it doesn't travel there fast enough. Okay, on projectile hurt, chance to inflict burn. Projectile range is increased and piercing chance is increased. That is very good, actually. I will take that. This one's also upgradable, so we can increase the stats. First of all, the range by 3, the piercing chance by 25%, and the burn duration as well as the chance to inflict burn by 10%. And 1 second, you know, which is pretty nice. That said, we'll reroll once for free. Sniper projectile damage is decreased, but range is increased. Projectiles deal additional damage based on how far they've traveled. 0.5 damage per unit. Interesting. It's an interesting one to have. That's a relic, so we could take that instead of Divine Wings, theoretically, once we use it up, I guess. This hack destroys itself after use. You know, besides that, though, we've got the Super Strike over here, which does whatever. I'm just going to leave it at that. Honestly, there we go. We came back with 50% health, means we now have more health than we had before. And we free up a relic slot. Essentially is a 20 health heal. At that point, we also did some damage to those chainsaw boys. Took some damage there because I got impatient and I don't like being circled in that way. We've gained a charge. We can grab this for now. We've got... So right there we got more charges, I guess, because of stuff. And I believe it got also reduced in cost. That one, it cost only 4. So we have 8 charges left. We can reroll once for free if we want to. Slow slugs. More range, though. You know, more range is actually good. Slow slugs, piercing chance, and range is very good. If we combine that especially with some other ones. Projectile damage over here. Less is more, and compulsive reload might work in our favor a little bit. Tat for tit, tit for tat. There's also like a yin one and a yang one. Compulsive reload, less is more. Or we could go big shot and less is more. Which, you know. This one is upgradable though. So big shot gives us max clip size, more projectile size, less projectile speed though. This one over here gives us reload and max clip size. This one over here, less is more, gives us stuff. We can upgrade it after selling the accuracy one. Do we want to do compulsive reload and less is more? I think so. Okay, 25%. Max clip is reduced by 3. And projectile damage is 12. I'll take it for now. I think that's good. Helps us a bunch. Besides that, though, we can reroll once for free. Rock Slinger. On greater tackle kill, heal yourself for 2 health is pretty good, theoretically. Enhanced tuning. I want that. It's the one we had before. So these are kind of core. This one, like, they do a lot for us. We want for projectile damage. And this one is for selling, I guess. We'll continue for now. These guys give so much experience and healing because they're big enemies. And they're stationary. They don't do anything besides move close to each other. They're just big bangs full of experience, essentially. Level up. We can get another drone here. Doesn't matter much. I'll take this for now. Big shot and quick hands. Fire rate, reload rate, fire rate, reload rate. We could take that one, theoretically, and fuse it with scorching shells, which gives us more range and piercing chance. Range synergizing with the sniper one. But if we were to just tune that, like so. Like, if we were to take this and this. Ah, it's glitched. It cannot be. Okay, that's fine. This one does inherit the stats, so it doesn't work for us. But big shot over here and enhanced tuning. Although there is compulsive reload as well. I'm just going to sell this. Lone Shark over here is free. And we're going to sell that as well. I don't know why it's free. Oh, right. It's free because of this one, which is very good. So, enhanced tuning and big shot. Compulsive reload and enhanced tuning. These had the bigger synergy. They had this trained reload. Oh, I see. So, it's a fixed one. It's not actually, you know, a luck one. You know, on reload, deal 10% of your projectile damage to nearby enemies. Very, very good for us, actually. So if we take this, what do we want actually? Max clip, reload rate, max clip, projectile damage. What we probably want is to either get rid of this one or like we want to integrate this one probably, like either way at the end, you know? The thing is, however, Scorching Shells doesn't do much for us at the moment. I believe this one's much better. It's a synergy one, and it's upgradable to nearby enemies. Why does the font change? Anyways, we now have that. We can do something funny with it. Something janky. It's going to be great. 50% of XP now magnetizes towards the player. It's useful-ish, I guess, kind of. I don't know. We'll continue for now. We reload after every single hit. And there's a bit of a boss. The Machine Master. Oh my god, look at all the damage we're dealing. We're going so fast. Nice. Okay, next phase. I believe this is also the last phase. I'm not entirely sure. The bullet hell doesn't get worse than this, I believe. Health isn't looking great though, because I keep getting hit. I can throw away a great run if I want to. But it would be unfun to watch! So I gotta make sure I don't throw here. Does the shield just stop doing its thing at some point? I think I'll have to do it this way. One HP in a dream? Oh my god, please. Finish him! Oh. This is amazing. I want this. Here we go. Fire rate, reload rate, damage, range. Let's go with that for now. None of these are great. I'll buy that, fine. Oh my god, that was a close one. But look at us. One shot, one, you know, damage thingy. We could have gotten heals here, actually. And it would have been less close, but I completely forgot about those. So on every reload, which is every single shot, we shoot a projectile. But also, we shoot another projectile that circles around us whenever we hit something with bullets, which is pretty fun. And also, we deal like this huge area around us. I'm not sure if that was actually the final boss, by the way. That might have just been a normal boss that is like in the game right now. So, not sure what's gonna happen now. Good thing is, however, next level we should get another shield. We just gotta boost our damage a bunch. Crossover damage multiplier. Game gets a little laggy for me. Projectile damage is increased by a lot. Scope is very good here. Reload rate is decreased from it. though, which is a bit rough. Biolens. Guess both of these are pretty, you know, like they're synergizing. I want this. Currently, magazine size is tiny. I want the scope. Scorching shells right there. Let's upgrade this one with the remaining 4 we've got. Then Gladiator, doesn't matter at all. We can upgrade this further to have more piercing chance and even more burn chance and damage chance. Cost another 4 though. Besides that, Sniper can be upgraded to increase the damage scaling. It rounds up anyways. Like, it just creates 100%, 50%, you know, it just rounds up, I believe. It doesn't make a difference if we upgrade that, you know. On Projectile Shoot, there's a 35% chance to create an orbital. This one doesn't matter too much. Actually, I would sell that one if we found something better. Scope. Big shot. It's like a lot of damage, basically. Less is more unscoped. I do wonder. No, it doesn't give us anything. This is damage and reload rate. For what it's worth, I believe the luck is kind of important for us at the moment. If we can integrate it, that's amazing. It's going to cost us 8 though to do that. If we sell stuff, it's going to cost us 1 for each of these. So we're just going to save for a moment. Go into the damage. Screen check is turned off, which is good. VSync is turned on. Performance mode. I don't know what that does, but we'll try it and see. Because I'm noticing lag on my screen. I don't know what hit me there. Lost track of myself completely. Which is a skill issue. Okay, take care of all the flowers. Because we can't dash into those, I believe. Yeah, we take damage from those. Because they're spinny. Never level up! Kinetic rounds is amazing. I want kinetic rounds. 8 right here, 7 right there. 8 right there as well. What I'll do is, I'll integrate this one. Go for that. I want kinetic rounds next time. We've got 2 ones that are they are integrated, meaning that we will... This one is also upgradable, by the way. But for what it's worth, you know, we now have an extra slot. So we can add the reload rate and the fire rate. Less physical damage, though. Alternatively, we can also add the kinetic rounds later on. But projectile damage right here, more range, synergizes with the scope from Sniper. But also, less reload rate doesn't matter too much, I don't think. Fire rate doesn't matter at all. We shoot one shot, it's fine. one-shot wonder. Projectile damage, this one scales a lot, and it's like another one of these. This cannot be fused because it's glitched, which is fine by me. What we can do though is we can reroll once more and see if we get something better here. Projectile range is plus 3% for every shot in your max clip. That's just 3%. It doesn't matter for us too much, but it's in a percentage increase, which is good. You know, it can add up. Let me check. Our range right now is 33, so 3% of that would be not a lot. Right? Yeah, 0.3. I'm not sure if it would actually do it. You know? Like 10% of it would be free. So it would be 1% would be 0.3. Meaning that 3% would be 0.9. I'm not like maybe it runs up by 1%. Like maybe it runs up to 1. It would be 1 range, I guess. Most likely it will round, but it doesn't do much at all. I'll instead just go ahead and leave there. We could have gone for the drone actually and then integrate it, I guess. Lost our shield there that we've just regained, but I think that's fine. Took some damage here. It's just the way it is. All right. I'll buy this. On reload, created a projectile that orbits your ship, has more range, less speed, more piercing. That is actually really good. I want that. For what it's worth, we're going to reroll the rest. We might just get rid of this one, the epic one. I believe that selling that for free is pretty great. How much does it cost to take this one? Because this is like, okay, so projectile damage right now is nearly 50. If we add a 50% to that, that's a lot of damage. And that's going to be very good because it's like also affects the big AoE damage around us. Right now, our damage, you know, again, nearly 50. 10% of that is 5 damage to everyone around us. That's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. Truly. But yeah. I might just give up on the econ. I mean, it reduces the cost of one of them, but I'm not too familiar with like the costs of stuff, you know? We can sell this one, I guess, and then take this right here. And then... might have goofed up a little bit by selling one to buy one to then, which I can later sell, I guess. What I could try is fuse big shot and quick hands. See what happens if something comes out. Nope, nothing comes out. It just takes the quick hands because a quick hands inherits stats. And it's upgradable too to more fire rate, more reload. Alternatively, we could spend money. I think we'll just give up the one charge after reload. Yeah, we'll just reroll ones and see what we get, but yeah. Loopy is nice, and it's upgradable too. It creates more projectiles, and these projectiles have the same stats, honestly. And then it can get upgraded again afterwards. All right. I think we had a shield at one point. We lost that shield at that point. I'm gonna actually switch to automatic fire. Mostly because I didn't want to hold down the shoot button the whole time. We're basically shooting anyways. Might as well. Because like our whole damage isn't necessarily the projectile. It's more so the actual, how do I put it? It's, our damage currently is mostly the, you know. We can sell this one. It's mostly this. Integrate that for now. We'll sell you. We'll sell Big Shot. We'll buy Loopy. We'll reroll once for free. We'll have a sip of coffee. Very, very good, very good. Big fan. Love me some coffee. And then we'll continue onwards. I didn't really want any of the remaining ones that were in the shop. It feels slower for me. I wish there were some graphic settings, you know. I think part of it is probably the fact that these are all 3D models. Voxel-based, I believe. And they have a, like, pixely filter applied to them, I think. I'm not sure if it's in real time or anything like that. But my PC is struggling with it, you know? But maybe my PC is also just getting very warm because it's super warm in my top flat apartment. Look at us shooting so many projectiles, by the way. If we find a better relic for... Ooh, scattershot on reload when next firing, also fire a flurry of 5 projectiles out in the... Okay, yeah, well, that's what I was about to say. Happy Hands doesn't do much for us. We could integrate it, theoretically. So I'm gonna keep it. Sniper also does technically not do much for us, but, you know. This is a synergy. We want it. On damage dealt, 10% chance to inflict burn. Could just be good, you know, it's just damage altogether. I'll take that, I think. Haggle, Puny Punch, etc., etc., you know. Integrating this is going to cost us a lot. So, Scattershot. On reload, when we next fire, also we fire a flurry of 5 projectiles. So we basically shoot 6 projectiles. And on projectile creation, we have a 25% chance to create a projectile that orbits our ship. You see where I'm going. Besides that, these, depending on how far they've traveled, these projectiles, all of them, will deal more damage. I don't care about shooting 1 projectile. If at all, even. Like, right now, like, upgraded, that would be 1. Right now, it's less than 1. I'm not sure if it does it on every other reload, or if it rounds up and just does it at every reload. No idea. But right now, our magazine size is 1. I believe that's because that's a hard limit. Can only go there. Over here is also like a red number. I think that, no, the red number is because it's less than what we started with. But right now we deal 25% extra projectile damage plus 50% because of kinetic rounds. That's 72. If we could actually take this and then take... This has inherit stats, which is bad. This has inherit stats, which is bad. This one's glitched. This one's also glitched. This one's also glitched. How dare you? How dare you do that to me? Can I do this? I cannot do that. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I could, however, fuse those theoretically. I just need... If I get something that gives me... Hold up. Reroll once. Reroll twice. Ooh, projectile range. On projectile hit, increase this projectile's crit chance. Make your own something. Piercing chance, fire rate less. Fire rate doesn't matter. Again, we only have one projectile, so we don't care about fire rate, actually, all that much. Like, these bonuses don't mean anything for us. This one's glitched, though. This one actually we sell, right? We just sell that one, right? Like, for what it's worth, Quick Hands does literally nothing for us. Fire rate, oh wow. Physical damage less, that's bad for tackles. Reload rate, okay, that's cool. We basically instantly do it anyways. Whatever, you know? That said, we'll keep it later for another round where we then are able to sell it for more, I guess. This one's also upgradable, you know. Again, like, the stats don't matter at all for us. Projectile damage. Projectile damage. Can we fuse these? Yes. Is this one integrated? It's not integrated. Now that's actually a problem. This one blocks abilities. If I do this, it gives us 8 damage and 50%. So we lose out on 12 damage, but we do basically put it into one spot, which is good. Don't get me wrong. I kind of want something better. Reroll again. Now it's gotten the 12 damage. Fantastic. We'll take that. But I didn't think that it would lose the integrate status. And to integrate it now, we would need, because it's epic, we would need 22. Okay, so we'll never integrate that. We could integrate this one, to be absolutely honest. Like, again, this one will sell, probably. This one we could integrate, theoretically. Like, this one's fine. This one's okay. Yeah, we'll kit. Now that's a boss. The floral postulation. Okay, so through those spots we can pass. This one's just glitched. Okay, that's fair. I'm scared because perspective is a thing. Sadly, our magazine size is not 1 anymore. Alrighty. So now our fire rate kind of matters. How dare you? Victory! I did it. Oh my god, that was so good. Threats eliminated. So, scope, scorching shells, upgraded ones. Loopy. Sniper. Trained reload. Unique hacks. Hive shield. The 7-895.exe. The drone. The scatter shot. The orbital. And deep lore, which is another drone. I'd like to see more stuff, actually. I would love to see just more like information on, oh, did this drone actually deal more damage than I did? I would like to know how much damage stuff like train to reload over here did, but it's fine. We can return for now. And now we can choose stuff to unlock, like the Yin. Or Devil's Bargain. When entering shop, lose a charge, but we gain more piercing chance and mobility. Yin, which gives us tackle, penetration, and physical damage. But on greater tackle kill, deal 3 damage to ourselves. Sure. Abandoned weapon. More mobility, less accuracy. Or Devil's Bargain. Let's go with Devil's Bargain for now. And over here, if we had like other relics, we could also unlock those, but I've already done that. Continue. And if we go theoretically into another run, actually, yeah, if we go into another run, you've unlocked a new difficulty. Nice. With challenge difficulty, which enemy encounters are reworked to be more difficult, and there's more enemies. And there's going to be different, there's also going to be different maps, you know. It's pretty cool. And then there's Ascension mode as well, with a bunch of modifiers, like playstyle with less health, leveling up requires more experience, and playstyle with 5 less luck. Or place end of a shop with 1 less charge, or leveling up requires more experience and luck and stuff. And these are like individually crafted, you know, again, like making the game harder, like over here, but also adding different maps, for instance. And also you can head into the what's it called, endless mode afterwards, after a successful run, where you try to survive for as long as possible, and the circle that you're in, the battlefield, shrinks down in size and stuff. It's super interesting. But also, the full release will most likely feature, like, based on the UI elements, you know, there will be more ships and pilots, so that's cool. And yeah, genuinely do recommend checking it out if you haven't yet. It's a very fun game. The tutorial is pretty nice as well. There's a lot you can do in this game in terms of synergies and stuff. And that, what I did right there, is actually just kind of funny. I liked it. I also did a tackle build, which was all in on melee and getting lots of kills with super tackles by charging in repeatedly and going just super fast. I've also done burn builds. I've also done some other builds that utilize shooting a lot of projectiles, you know, very, very quickly and practically never running out of ammo and stuff, which I just found very, very enjoyable. There's a lot there, and I'm looking forward to seeing the full release. But yeah, that was it for today. I hope you had a fantastic time. Thanks a lot for joining in, and I appreciate y'all. I'll see you around. Until next time, bye-bye.